I know a lot of players are still looking for the best game MMORPG for mobile. With an update, we have prepared the best one for you all to know the newest MMORPG that just released or the upcoming one. We proudly represent these old games. Remember to like this video and please enjoy the video of Top 10 Best MMORPG Android High Graphic MMORPG in 2025. You must anticipate it. Scars of Honor. Scars of Honor. Get yourself ready for a nostalgic feeling of the best new classical old school MMORPG games that will be launched on PC, but surely the developer will make it happen into mobile. As we all know, this kind of genre has a lot of fans on mobile players. The developer are concerned about making the best no-pay-to-win MMORPG free-to-play game that will not come with any crypto, wallet, NFT, which is just free-to-play MMORPG. They all wanted making every single progress should go through together with our friends in battle. Scars of Honor has so many features like PvP, player versus player, arena, dungeon, raid boss, and guild. We can create a huge war in a massive number of players in one server. There are 4 different races available to select with a great character customization. This game is set in a medieval era. It perfectly comes with a different weather, making this MMORPG look so realistic. This is the best game like World of Warcraft that I'm sure the developer will decide to make it become a cross-platform MMORPG games. Tree of Savior Neverland. Tree of Savior Neverland. The first impression I got by seeing this game is absolutely amazing, especially the graphic that looks so good with his own art style just like the Tree of Savior games we know, but even it looks way more brighter and more colorful in visual. No wonder the number of the player playing this game is reaching the maximum number. Sometimes we even need to wait in queue to get into it. The game combat mechanism really hooked me in many ways, especially when I can hit the enemy while moving. That makes this mechanism looks way more interesting rather than just stand still in the one spot. We can collect some support partner to unleash their skill by turning each time the cooldown is finished. This best MMORPG has no autoplay while we are in combat, but we can tap the auto while we are following the main mission. Everything seems so good. There are a lot of job classes we can pick, but it doesn't have any character customization. While exploring the world, we can ride a mount. Tree of Savior Neverland is the best new MMORPG high graphic for Android and iOS. Cabal Infinite Combo. Cabal Infinite Combo, 1x1 a legendary MMO on PC coming up to mobile, and mostly their game has a better visual with a high graphic level. This game is one of the best examples of how the remake is. So the developer decided on releasing the game on the SEA server first, so it will not release directly to global. In fact, the beta testing is only available in a specific country, but surely it will have an English version. Cabal Infinite Combo has the exact game as the game PC version. The job selections, the PvP, the appearance, it totally will bring back the veteran players and also attract the mobile games lover to play it. The gameplay is full of auto, the combat battle, and also how the auto pathfinding works automatically. Even the player can move into the mission area by using a teleportation. The combat visual is really amazing. It's much better than PC version. Seriously, it looks way clearer and more detailed, but I hope they don't milk the player cash just like the PC version will be great and fair. Cabal Infinite Combo is the best new MMORPG game for Android and iOS. RF Online Next. RF Online Next. I totally remember that I grew up in RF Online era. I didn't have any PC to play it, but I ran it in the store. It's crazy how this game comes to mobile and it will be playable onto mobile devices. I hope my phone will be able to handle it and I will be nostalgic with it. This game has a cross-platform base, that's why the graphic has a top tier level. I assume it needs a high phone specification to run it. The developer behind RF Mobile is Netmarble, and I totally know what you all think when you hear this company. I really hope the developer will make the game even fair to the player, because RF Online is a legacy that we need to protect. Surely as a veteran players, it's pretty great news to have it in 2025. RF Online Next has MMORPG base where the cyber and robotic are the main concept, with a futuristic design on many aspects. The gameplay of RF Mobile is we can raid a huge robot and navigate it to deal a bigger damage. Actually, the combat mechanism seems quite clunky because the hero will only stand still in one position. It's been a while since the developer announced the actual gameplay trailer. Hopefully, RF Online Next will become the most played MMORPG 2025 for Android, iOS, and PC. Perfect World Asend. Perfect World Asend. I remember this game was on Play Store before, but it suddenly disappeared, and now the game is available to download with more features we can select. There are portrait and landscape perspective we can pick freely and change anytime. But honestly, I prefer to play this game in vertical because the game is full of auto at all. Just by using one hand, we can do every single mission by ourselves. Even the combat can tap the auto button. When we want to reach a further location, then we can use a flying action. By tapping 4 times the jump button, then we can reach your wanted location even faster. In combat, it has a great skill showcase with flashy color based on your character's dominant color. The combat seems quite fast and dynamic even if we can move while doing a basic attack. Once we explore the world and visit the area that has a stronger enemies, then we can fight each other within the enemy. The level between the character and also the enemy should be closer. Perfect World Asend is the best new MMORPG game for Android and iOS. Overfield. Overfield. I'm sure the first impression you get from playing this game is same as I am. I'm totally impressed with the visual and how beautiful the art style blends perfectly with the color rendering. Even the shadow looks so realistic in many ways. What a cute game that NetEase made, all of the things combining perfectly with the voiceover and how the character is designed in chibi. There are some things that the developer should be concerned about, especially about the rendering system that are quite high. Even the high-end pawn will render it slower, that will make the pawn hit faster. In fact, the number of the player is way too much in one server. The combat mechanism of Overfield MMORPG is we should collect the star to get some point, use your basic attack, regular skill, and ultimate skill for a special cutscene. Jumping and dashing is possible to use for avoiding any obstacle in front of us. While we are in the city, we can see a peaceful place with a beautiful nature, explore the city with so many NPC there to interact with. This game is one of the best MMORPG 2025 for mobile that we need to anticipate. Dragon and Warrior. Dragon and Warrior. Honestly, I really love the art style that has a chibi design with a great 3D model, and the hat seems so proportional, not as big as the other chibi character appearance. Mostly, this kind of game will have a tons of players who keep consistently reaching the top rank on each server, so the developer will create more and more server before it's left in sudden. I hope that things will not happen in Dragon and Warrior MMORPG games. This game has a level-based mechanism, which means when we reach a certain level, then we will automatically learn a skill and be able to enhance the level to upgrade. We can drag the skill and aim to the target you are looking for. I'm sure you will get used to it because the control navigation is super smooth. There are 4 job selections we can use. They are Warriors, Magician, Assassin, and Healer or Support. Get your best playstyle based on your roleplay. Dragon and Warrior are the best high graphic games for mobile. Wandering Sword Use. Wandering Sword Use. This game is pretty good in graphic, even the game size is quite high, which is almost reaching 5GB in total. But I am sure the mid-range pawn will be able to handle the game smoothly. This best MMORPG has a Chinese-based theme, where all of the heroes represent that country. By the appearance of looks and how the character customization is, even it seems so limited. We will have male and female hero selections with so many varieties of job selections. The combat mechanism seems so easy. We don't have to be concerned about the stamina, only need to maintain the cooldown for unleashing every single skill we have. We don't even need to drag the scale because the aim assist is pretty much helping us in targeting the enemy. I didn't see any monster in the open world because the monster and the boss will appear once we are following the main mission. So we can't grind the EXP as much as we can, but we need to follow the main quest to level up the main character's progress. It has an English version already. Overall, I love how relaxing the music is. Wandering Sword Hills is one of the best MMORPG games for Android and iOS. Echoes of Eternity. Echoes of Eternity. Seriously, if you are an active player in your real life and only want to play the MMORPG games in idle, then this game will be your best option to play. Just tap one single button, then you can apply every single action, combat and mission by an auto. Even if you don't have to worry about your next mission, just let the game play by itself and check your game sometimes. At the end, you will be surprised about the level you have been reaching. In less than 10 minutes, I've reached level 30. It's pretty insane how the MMORPG games can reach that level so fast. This is the indicator if the developer want to milk the players by unleashing the server more and the player can reach the maximum level in a flash. Just to let you know, it's been launched in a few moments, but the number of the server reached more than 100 servers. I will be honest with the player to try to avoid this kind of game to save your time and your cash. At the end, it's up to you to pick which game you are enjoying the most. Even the graphics are really good at all, but would you like to play this game? Please write in the comments below. Thanks. Mirogo. Mirogo. Finally, someone made these beautiful crafting games with a combination of MMORPG and survival. These two games genres are the best combination to play in the open world. So, we should compete with each other with a real-time player by joining someone's room and playing together. We can build a house, make a weapon, gather some resources, and capture the pet to fight side by side. I love how this whole concept making the game have a lot of features we can enjoy since the beginning of the journey. The combat mechanism of Mirogo MMORPG is we can use some action of dash to avoid the attack and try to make the enemy weaker by lowering his HP. It will make us to get a better chance of capturing the monster to become our pet. We can use a different weapon like axe or pickaxe, bow and also spear. The weapon is useful to become a tool as well. Once we die, some of our goods will be lost, so make sure you stay aware of the enemies around you. Mirogo is the best new MMORPG game for Android and iOS. Sword and Fairy. Bonus, Sword and Fairy Far Beyond Time, another new MMORPG game that has a Chinese theme as the main concept. If we are looking for the character appearance and how the ambience is. It has 3D realistic visual with a great panorama of nature. Actually, it is pretty focused on the storyline with so many scenes that will appear, but I prefer to enjoy how the combat battle is. We can make a party with our allies and switch the character by tapping the support allies. Love to see how the skill showcase is not pretty flashy. It makes the combat look way more smoother and we can see the whole combat even clearer. This is the first beta game launched on mobile, but I'm not sure when this game will release globally. It might be in 2025. These all are the best MMORPG games for mobile that I think we should play and anticipate. I have combined the game with a mid-range punch and also high-end level. Remember to like this video. See you on the next video. Thanks.